And we always have time for one more interview. Now, our next guest, 21-year-old Nosipho Hani Khumalo, decided to embark on her journey of fulfilling not only her own dream, but also that of her late grandfather, Chris Hani, as well. And she, like her grandfather, has an undying passion for humanity and also for knowledge. And in 2017, she launched her very own youth dialogue, which serves as an information discussion on how the youth can actively make a change in their communities. Nosipho, thanks so much for coming through.
Thank you so much for having me this morning.
I mean, absolute wonderful work that you do, but you are a youth ambassador.
Yes.
And you do a lot of work in this space, but just talk to us, just give us an overview of the work that you do.
Okay, so basically what I do is, first of all, it's independent. I go to people who promise the youth things such as employment, and I make sure that they fulfill those promises, because we live in an age where we don't have hope, and the people that are supposed to give us the hope disappoint us. So that's where I step in and say, you know what, but you said that you're going to employ people, and you said you're going to employ people under the age of 30. Why are they not employed? So that's what I do.
Love that. So some of the people that you've gone to,
yes,
who have made these promises and not quite followed through, just give us some examples.
One shopping center did actually follow through with a promise, and I did go deliver a memorandum saying, can we please employ people around the community before seeking other communities? And they did. We worked so well together, and they did employ the people, and now over 100 people were employed, youth members now working, and they're able to help their parents put food on the table.
And then as far as government goes, do you have the same sort of interface with them regarding empty promises, but also access to things like funding and information that government also promises to the youth?
Unfortunately, I do not have any form of sponsorship, so it makes my job a bit difficult. Because all I can do is just stand up for them. I can't provide financial resources. So I do look for sponsorship, and at times I do get rejected, but that does not stop what I want to do. So like, for example, this past Friday, I had a youth dialogue where the same shopping center sponsored food for the youth that were there. And now we're going to work towards a youth expo, a career expo. And what we need there is like transportation to gather the youth and take them to the venue. So I will be running the program and getting people to employ them. And the number is 50 people. So I want to make sure that those 50 people do get employed. So my struggle is getting the youth there. So those are things
where are they coming from? Where do you need to get them from?
To Dukatole in Germiston.
So you need to get them to Germiston from where?
From neighboring communities.
Neighboring communities.
Yes, I just want to say, guys, if you're a youth member, this is transport, this is the pickup spot. There'll be a career expo where 50 people will be employed on the spot. So my struggle now is getting them there.
So talk to me about the employment opportunities.
Yes.
I mean, who are these employers who are going to employ these young people?
The NYDA is there, and yes, for youth and DTI, so various organizations such as those.
And the opportunities are these, what sort of job opportunities are we talking about?
I was not involved in those decision making. My duty is to just make sure that your promise is fulfilled.
So essentially what's going to happen is these entities that you have invited will absorb these 50 participants that you are bringing to the event.
Yes, and I just want to make sure that happens.
All right, and for people, I would assume this is an ongoing sort of program that you are running. So how do people then get in touch with you should they need help? And how much can you actually provide in terms of this assistance that you offer?
Right now, with the Career Expo, we only invited, well, the space can only fit 3,000 people, sorry. So that's what we can do right now. And I'm also planning a youth camp. You see, so it all depends on the sponsorship. If I could, I'd take everyone. But sponsorship is really restricts me. So if I could, I really would take everyone, but unfortunately, due to financial issues, I can't.
So perhaps just that final plea to get those young people so that they can actually be able to take up these opportunities that exist. What exactly do you need? When do you need it? And the like.
I'd like to just invite anyone who'd want to help me to check out my Instagram page, because there I'll be putting up everything as I do monthly, because I'm also planning a youth tournament, a soccer tournament. Yeah, so I'd advise everyone to please just check out my Instagram page.
Nosipho, thanks for stopping by. So much more, and I hope in the future we'll have time to talk to these things, because there's so much more that you actually do. And thanks so much to Nosipho Hani Khumalo, who's the National Youth Ambassador, for taking time to talk to us about her extraordinary work that she's doing for her own peer group, the youth, and trying to get them to find job opportunities. And 50 youth will be helped very soon. That's imminent, and she just needs you to go to her Instagram page to try and assist where you can. Right, with that, we're going to take a quick